What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be what some people may describe as probably a fairly corny video, but this is going to go over a different type of basically hydration solutions for if you're working. For example, I am a clinical dietitian. I work in a normal medium-sized hospital, and it is fairly hard to actually find places to fill up water at and keep water just for hydration throughout the day. So I kind of want to go over three options here. Two of them are really popular. One of them is a newer thing. So we have the Stanley. This is a standard. I think this is the 30 ounce. This is the 30 ounce. It's a standard Yeti cup. It's a coffee cold drink cup. It's more combo. And then something a little bit larger, the Hydrojug, is more of the, I think this is the 64 ounce version, which is, I think, their most popular one. So they all are about the same price. They vary from depending on what size you get. You can get this one in a larger size. This was a gift for me, so I didn't really have a choice of size or color. It was given to me. But they all run, I think this one runs around 50 to 65, this one 40 to 50, and then the Yeti one, generally these are a little bit cheaper. It's a little bit smaller, so usually 30 to 40, depending on, sometimes I do go on sale from time to time. So first we'll talk about just general use. Well, let's go build quality. So when it comes to the actual build quality of these, if I had to rate them, the Stanley one feels amazing when it comes to build quality. So I think it's probably one of the better built options out there. The handle's nice. It feels nice and sturdy. I've had this for about a while, over a year. I think I got this. It was given to me as a gift before Stanley was really popular. But everything has held up really well. It cleans really easily. The straw, why it's fell out now, I haven't been using this. I've been using the Hydrojug. Everything just seems like it's something that's going to last a long time. So some of the ones I had previously were some off-brand ones that I got at Myers or Walmart, and they didn't last very long. So build quality on this, I would give it like an A+. Like it's really top-notch. Now the Yeti also has very similar build quality if you get the one with the magnetic top. So this one does have the magnetic top on it, which basically means, I don't think I can pop it off. I don't have anything to pop it off here, but it does have a magnetic top, which just pops right off. And you can get replacements of this. I had previously where they had plastic ones that would break, but this is the magnetic one. So the build quality on this is really good. I haven't had any issues. Cleans well. It's dishwasher friendly. I don't know if all these are dishwasher friendly. Actually, I don't even know if this is, but I've been dishwashering this for, this one's probably about 2 years old. This one's fairly old. It does have some discoloring on it. I think that's from sunscreen. From where sunscreen got on it. And the Hydrojug, I would also consider to be extremely well built. This is a newer item that I had, mainly because the hospital I'm at, it's really hard to actually get water to find locations to fill this up. So getting this filled up, I'd have to go to the cafeteria multiple times throughout the day. And the hospital's, it's not large, but it's large enough to where it's just a haul to have to go keep filling this up. So I wanted something a little bit bigger. And I didn't like how the bigger Stanley cups were designed. I wanted something a little bit more compact. So this is a little bit shorter, a little bit wider. But the build quality on this seems really good. I'm not a huge fan of how the handle doesn't move. That's my only issue there. And the handle is plastic. This one, I'm pretty sure this metal goes all the way through. It just feels like a little bit sturdier of a handle. Whereas this one's plastic. Same design though, same, the water thing stays in here. It's got a nice reusable O-ring here to help keep it sealed, which I think would be pretty easy to replace, and looks like it's actually made to come out and clean and replace. So this top is plastic. It doesn't have the same quality as the Stanley one does with the top. I think the Stanley one is a little bit better actual quality here just for the top of it. But I would say that if I had to rate them when it comes to build quality, probably the Stanley, the Yeti, and then the Hydrojug. Everything else on this is metal, and it does have a really nice, this Hydrojug, it does have a really nice kind of texture here where even in a car, if you set this on the seat, it generally doesn't move. Like, this is a really grippy material. But I haven't had this very long, and the paint's already chipping. You can see it there. The paint's already chipping off. I literally had this like a month, so I'm not really sure how well that'll hold up, but I think all these are probably B+ at minimum when it comes to just build quality and longevity. That's the only thing I don't like about some of the cheaper ones, is that I don't feel like they last as long, especially the plastic options of these. I just don't feel like they last quite as long. But that's it. So when it comes to my preference, when it comes to just all around, the Yeti cup has one advantage in that it does hot and cold really well. These two are mainly for water or some type of cold fluid. Granted, you could put coffee in this, but this is a little bit too large. So this is nice if you want to maybe start with coffee and then rinse it out and then put water in it. It's a really good option if you're wanting something that's a little bit more flexible. If you just need one cup, you don't have a lot of options. I have an office where I work, so it's not a big deal for me, but if I didn't, I'd probably look for something where I could do both maybe, especially if I'm not doing like, I don't like buying coffee at the hospital just because of how expensive it is. So that's something that I would look into. When it comes to my personal preference, I personally like the Hydrojug, just because it's easy to carry. You can use the straw, you can take the straw out and just use it as like a general kind of tip method. I like the size of it. I like that it's not very large, so it's more fat. I find that it sits very well in the car. Granted, it's not going to fit in any cup holder. I don't know any cup holder that's even close to that, but it just tends to work well for my lifestyle. So fill it up once, I don't have to mess around at work with running around trying to find a water spot. I can fill it up at the gym. It carries really well. I don't know about the longevity of when it comes to the looks. This isn't the color that I preferred, but it was the one that was on sale when I got it. Not when I say sale, I mean like $5 off. This stuff doesn't usually go on sale very often just because they're a pretty popular. These and the Hydrojug and Stanley, I feel like, are really marketed well. It keeps the price up on them. Now longevity, I'm not really sure how long it'll last. I haven't had long enough, but these two I've had over a year. So if you're wanting something that's going to last, yes, you could probably get, I know there's like an Aldi brand of the Stanley Cup. There's other third-party options that are basically, I don't want to say knockoff brands, but not name brands. But the two that I had that I got at Myers just didn't last as long. I think that Turvis was the other one that I had previously that didn't last very long. But that's it. I think they're all good options. If you're doing hot and cold, I would do the Yeti. I don't think Stanley really, they may have an option for that. They have a lot of options online, but I have had really good luck with the Yeti of doing the cold hot. So if I do both those, if you just want a massive amount of fluids, I believe this is 64 ounces. It doesn't say on the bottom. This is hand wash only, so that's something to keep in mind. But I would probably go with this if you're wanting to do a larger amount like the 64 ounces. So that's it. Again, this is probably a corny video or something, but maybe it'll help someone out. These are expensive. They're not cheap items to purchase. They go on sale from time to time, but very rarely. A lot of the Stanley stuff that's on sale is stuff that's really odd or awkward or weird colors. But that's it. If you have any comments, leave them below, or questions. This one actually still has coffee in it. That's for work on Monday, so we do our iced coffee pretty far in advance, and then we stick it in these and we take it to work. So that's it. If you have a good rest of the day, weekend, whatever is out there, and I'll see you guys next time.